this defense at Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's get to Tom Brady. As the telecast came on, I know you don't listen to the sound, Tony Romo said two quick things to preface his sort of take on what's happening with Tom Brady. And he said, this is the first quote, "I still think Tom Brady is playing at an extremely high level," said Tony Romo. Now, that's early in the telecast, and he backed it up the rest of the day. He also said, "We've got to get rid of this misconception he's lost arm strength." Well, I've been trying to tell you since day one this year, Tom Brady's arm looks even stronger this year than it did at New England. You had told me early in the year he's lost a lot of arm strength.
How about
you thought last year he'd lost arm strength?
If we're going to get rid of the misconception that Tom Brady has lost arm strength, can we get rid of the misconception that he's still the same quarterback at 43 that he was at 33? Can we get rid of that? You see, first of all, this is what I know about quarterbacks when they're addressing other quarterbacks all-time great. They're not going to say anything because even when he threw those picks, I'm not so sure Tony Romo said they were his fault. That was the guy's fault because he had too big of a helmet. When he bounced it off his head, it was somehow Breland's fault because he covered the receiver. They're not going to criticize their own Skip. You know that. I know that.
Before I get to all the great Brady yesterday, I will deal in order with your interceptions. Brady on a 3rd and 15 had just thrown a 44-yard pass to Chris Godwin. It was a bomb, and it hit him right there, right? So then it's the very next play, and either Arians and or Byron Leftwich, whoever calls plays, I don't know, but they're talking to each other. They call another bomb play because that's all they know to do. No risk it, no biscuit. They're making Tom Brady throw it farther and farther. Do you realize by about 1,500 yards, he leads this whole league in air distance? Nobody's even in his ballpark for throwing deep. Nobody in the whole National Football League has thrown as many deep balls as Tom Brady.
So he should be leading the league in passing yards, right?
Well, he's very close.
No, he's not.
Yes, in passing yards, he's second to Mahomes, but he's right there on his tail.
But he's on a bye week.
Okay, so, all right, well, okay. But guess who leads the league in attempts and completions? Tom Brady.
Yes.
Now, he hadn't had his bye week, but he's running away with both of them because all they do is throw it deep.
Right.
So they come right back with another one. Well, he had just beaten a double blitz because 2 blitzers came open on the Chris Godwin play, and he took both of them right in the kisser and got it away to Chris Godwin. Bombs away, and he comes right back, and they call another deep ball to little Scotty Miller. Well, guess what? Scotty Miller has lost his job. He used to be Tom Brady's favorite deep threat receiver, right? And he played only 10 snaps yesterday. So here's Brady. And guess who hits him right in the mouth again? This time, it's Honey Badger. He gets completely free, rocks him right in the face, knocks him backwards as he's throwing, and he just doesn't quite get enough on a ball to a 5'9" receiver. It needed to be another yard longer. Breland's running with him. I still don't think it was even very open.
I don't even think even if it's a yard long, I don't think it's going to be completed.
It would have just been incomplete. I will buy that. So then we come back the next series for the one in question. And what happens? Mike Evans is not good. He is great in the red zone. But in between, and those yards in between, the 60 yards between the red zone, he still has little to no rapport with Tom Brady. And he still doesn't really know how to play his position because on that play, here they come. They were blitzing Tom Brady crazy all day long. So they come with another double blitz from a corner and a safety. They're both Cummins. And Sorensen acts like he's going to blitz, then he drops back. The hot receiver is Mike Evans. And did he sit down? Did he just immediately turn and look for the football because Brady was ready to deliver it right there to him right at that moment? Nope. He kept running. So Sorensen, who actually was covering him, kept running underneath. And he turned and ran after Mike Evans because Mike Evans kept running on the route. And the ball hit Sorensen right in the back of the helmet.
Sorensen's at the line of scrimmage. He didn't move.
Okay, he's coming. No, he turned to run. And what happened? Why didn't Mike Evans sit down like the hot receiver is supposed to sit down and help the quarterbacks? It's his fault. You got to throw it where you think your hot is. That's how you beat a blitz. Sit down. Let's have some rapport. Let's have some connection. And you have to look and see what's about to happen. Brady was calling out the blitzes. He's blitzing. He's blitzing.
Yeah.
Well, Mike Evans, you got to get the memo and you got to sit. Just sit right down at 3 yards, and then you can run 10 more yards because nobody's going to cover you.
I still believe, but so what does that have to do with him bouncing the ball off Sorensen's head, who didn't jump, who's at the line of scrimmage, engaged with the tackle, and Tom Brady hits him in top of the head?
He turns to run. He's starting to go. He's starting to go backwards.
Maybe something wrong with my screen because I didn't see that.
Something's wrong with my screen. So what did we see yesterday from Tom Brady? Look at the completions he had. He had a 48-yarder to Gronkowski. He had a 44-yarder to, I just talked about, to Godwin. He had a 37-yarder that was more of a run after catch to Rojo. Then he had a 31-yard touchdown. It was a sweet throw, just dropping a dime to Mike Evans. And
long coverage.
He hit Gronk again. That was double coverage. After
well, actually, it's supposed to be cover 5, which is 22 man.
Yeah.
And the safety is supposed to be over the top, and that's why the corner's looking at him like, bro, where are you? What are you doing?
Yeah. Was it not a sweet throw?
It was a sweet, but Skip, you see, I noticed you keep saying all this, and you're talking about they only had the ball 23 minutes. But can you tell the people in their first 4 drives, when they go 3 and out on 3 of those drives?
Thank you for bringing that up. Let's go to the first Tampa Bay drive, shall we?
Sure.
It's 3-0. And here we go, and a couple plays into the drive, they go long because that's all they ever do with Tom Brady, and he throws a deep ball to Mike Evans, and help me out. Is this not a great throw? It goes right through his freaking hands. You got to, if you're a Pro Bowl receiver, catch it.
It went over the other side of his hand, but he should have called it steal.
You've got to catch this football, and if you do, you're all the way down to the 20-yard line, and maybe they go in and go up 7-3, and maybe we have a whole different vibe to the football game.
What did you say the score was at that point in time?
3-0.
3-0, and they had the ball on the track, 2 cracks at the 1-yard line. So are you going to give Tampa's defense any credit for keeping Mahomes out the end zone? Yes or no?
Some stupid play.
Okay,
that's Philly special where they had Kelsey trying to throw it to Mahomes.
I get all that, but are you going to give them credit for keeping Mahomes out of the end zone? A simple yes or a simple no?
I'll give him some credit for that, but not after you give up 359 passing in the first half, not after you give up 203 to Tyreek because you're trying to single him. By the way, in the second half, the defense started to zero in because guess what they did? They actually doubled Tyreek and doubled Kelsey the whole second half.
Yes.
And guess what, Mahomes? You're superstar, runaway MVP.
Yeah.
He threw for 103 in the second half. Well,
damage done.
Too little, too late.
Damage done.
Damage was done because it was 17-0 after the first quarter, and he's back flipping over the freaking goal line.
Well, so let me ask you a question. So when Mahomes scored, it's 3-0. Okay, Tom got the ball back. Went 3 and out. Okay, Mahomes gets the ball, throws a 75-yard bomb to Tyreek Hill. They kick the ball to Tom Brady. Can you tell the people at home what did Tom Brady do? Absolutely nothing. Okay, Mahomes gets the ball, goes back down the field. It's 17-0. Can you tell the people at home what Tom Brady did? So in the process of him only having the ball 23 minutes, he could have had the ball actually longer than the 23 minutes had he done something with the ball when he had it.
Okay, so he started doing a whole lot with the ball when he had it.
So he pulled a Dak Prescott.
Second, third, fourth.
So he pulled a Dak.
Okay, well, a Dak, again, they're so far behind. Were they behind 31-3? No, they weren't.
They were so long. You think you can fall behind that team and then come back and overpower them?
They did. They got it back. They were back 27-24 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. And help me out. Where was Todd Bowles' defense then?
Whoa.
All you need is one stop. Just one stop. Hey, I would not have bet against that guy with that hot hand. Tom Brady got a hot hand in the second half. You were in big trouble. And you're up here gloating today because you were sweating it. You're sitting there, please God, one stop. Don't give him the ball back.
You actually thought they was going to get the ball? You thought they was going to get the ball back?
Well, I didn't know because I don't trust this defense at all. But if they had just one little mistake, just give me a little something. Give number 12 the ball back. Against that defense, he would torch it.
And that's why I'm surprised. But here's the thing. This is what I find so ironic with you and everybody like you. When Atlanta had a 28-3 lead and the New England Patriots pitched a shutout, you didn't give them credit. You said it was Tom Brady. Now, all of a sudden, you blaming the defense.
Wait a second. In that game, a Super Bowl game, Tom Brady, in just the fourth quarter and overtime, threw for 246 yards.
How many yards did it skip? 28-3 at the half. Coach Belichick's defense pitches a shutout, and all you're talking about is Tom Brady. But when things don't go well, you blame everybody but Brady.
Okay, now, my final blame goes to the coaching staff for this. This is the turning point of the evening. This is Brady hits Gronk for 48 yards early in the third quarter, and it goes all the way to 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yes.
Okay, who is the best running back on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Rojo.
It's not even close. I don't even know what's left of Leonard Fournette because every time they hand it to him,
he runs the darkness.
Just tiptoes to the line.
He gonna run into somebody's back.
I'm afraid I can't see anywhere to go. I'll just tiptoe up here and then I'll just fall down, okay? Even on swing passes, he's so big and so powerful. He's not a swing pass catcher. He's not open field, make you miss kind of guy. He's more of a straight ahead guy who, if you let him hit top speed, he can run.
Yes.
So what do they do on 1st and goal at the 5? They take Ronald Jones out of the game and they put Fournette in. That is on Bruce Arians, who seems to have lost his way as a head football coach. It's partly on Byron Leftwich, who is calling the plays. All of a sudden, I'm saying, you're kidding. And they hand it to Leonard Fournette on 1st and goal at the 5.